Another thing that came up on Facebook on the idea sharing I thought was kind of crazy was this. There's a lot of comments on this one. I was having a great time reading this. So this is Logan Giovanni Barber. I don't know him at all, but he just posted, let's see those DJ mobiles, right? So I guess he just got his graphics done on his whip. So he's pulling a trailer. He's got a Cadillac Escalade, and then his logo says Cadillac of DJs. I'm like, oh shit, right? So I see what he did there. And there's a lot of people in the comments, bugging out, saying, what, how could you do that? Don't do that. People are going to steal your shit. Some people were sharing their thing, saying, hell, this is my rap and all that. And I figure, I'll give you my opinion on the whole matter. Okay. My personal opinion. I don't brand my shit. This is how I look at it. And a lot of people said this, and I agree. Okay. I don't want to advertise what's in my trailer. I want it to be a mystery. I don't want nobody to know. There's a lot of money in there. Even if you, especially him, he's got advertisement right on his whip. So even when he's not pulling his trailer, he's just advertising, yo, I could have all kinds of equipment in here. Check it out. You know what I mean? It's just a billboard. You park at a mall, you go shopping for a couple hours, someone will break in your shit. It's going to call someone to look in your window. If they see anything good, they're going to break in your shit. I want my shit to be neutral. I don't want nobody looking at my stuff. There's not a real benefit from this, I guess maybe someone will see the rap, while they're driving down the road and be like, oh, I need a DJ. Let me call this guy up because he had a rap. I guess, but not really, Think of it this way, right? You guys remember the movie Twister? Do you remember the movie Twister with Helen Hunt? Bill Paxton, I think, right? R.I.P. He was a great actor. I like that guy. I remember watching this as a kid, and I love this movie too, It's all a bunch of times. But I remember seeing it as a kid and thinking, wow. The antagonist, right? The bad guy in the film, right? Their competition. They had these crazy vehicles all blacked out. No logos, nothing, but just blacked out. They were just, they were all the same thing. You could tell they're on the same team or whatever, but it was just neutral. It was just hard. It was whoa, you kind of see a vehicle like that in 1999 and be like, what are they doing? What is it? Why is there a line of black vehicles? Is it a funeral? Or, are they satelliting some shit? Cause there's some stuff on top, right? It's like a cool look. Well, if you remember, the bad guy, right, or their competition or whatever, the antagonist, right? I think that's the right word for it, right? His name was Dr. Jonas Miller, and he was a douche. Do you remember in Twister? He was a douchebag. Nobody liked him. He thought he was too cool. He was a doctor. Nobody else was a doctor. He knew it all. He ended up dying in the movie. Spoiler alert. He ended up dying because he thought he knew better than Bill and Helen Hunt, and he didn't. And he didn't. And then the Twister dropped past. They tried to warn him. Yo, you're getting in the path. He's like, I got this, Bill. Don't worry, Bill. Right? And then he goes right into the Twister. And then his fancy vehicle gets sucked up. And then he dies. Why is all this relevant? He was a douche. This guy was a complete douche. But even he didn't have his picture on the outside of the vehicle. Okay? Even he didn't have his big logo and all this fancy stuff, big rap or letters or whatever on the side of his vehicle. And I feel like if anybody would have, it would have been him. He was a douche. He loved himself. He's a big me guy who would love, why wouldn't he want to have his face on every vehicle? Ah, yeah, doctor. With the doctor on there rubbing that in, even he was low key. So I just agree. I think being low key is the move. I just think it's smart. It's to me, the business I potentially might be missing out on by someone seeing a wrap of my car or something, it's not worth risking losing all my stuff by getting robbed. The only big benefit of having your stuff wrapped, I will say, is when you're DJing at a venue, you got your big rig or whatever, your trailer, your van, whatever you rock, box truck, you got it outside. You park in a good spot. As people are leaving, if they, they'll see your stuff. Or as people arrive and they'll see your stuff, they'll see the brand, they'll know who's DJing. If you did a good job at the wedding, on their way out, maybe they'll write down your name. Maybe they didn't want to come up to you for a card, maybe they forgot. And on the way out, they see the thing. Oh yeah, that DJ was great. I'm going to write that down, right? That's the only benefit. And so there is benefit to it. But to me, it's not worth the risk. I can't imagine getting all my shit stolen one day. That would be the worst. I've heard stories about it. I know a lot of DJs it's happened to, and it's terrible. You know, it's one of the worst things that can happen to a DJ. And yeah, so to me, it's just not worth the risk. But let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, let me know if you guys wrap your things. You know, I'm not like, you know, there's some cool wraps, you know, it's just not for me. I kind of keep it neutral. Now, your laptop screen in the back of that, you should have a logo there. I don't have a logo. I haven't put a logo on the back of my laptop thing since I got it. I actually made a whole video about this, talking about it like about a year ago, I'd say now. And I think that's important. You know, people will see that. People will look you up and sort of thing. A lot of people don't want to come up to you and get cards. People are weird. You know, the new generation doesn't like talking to people. So a lot of people will be kind of have social anxiety going up to you. But if they can see your name from afar, they'll Google you and find you and then inquire that way if you were a good DJ at a party. So I do recommend having it in the back of your laptop screen. You know, I got to still do it with mine. I don't know. I've been rogue lately. You know, I've been enjoying being like kind of in the shadows, but I got to get one made soon. On the vehicle, not so much for me.